Yo, what's up, guys? I can't resist making this video where I'm actually going to show some clips from Summit 1 that was taken day 3, I think it was, of him playing Star Citizen recently. I watched Summit there. I'm not really a big Summit watcher, but I happened to notice that he was playing Star Citizen. I was checking his stream out, and actually watching him play the game made me want to install the game again. Like I knew about the patch and all that. I didn't really care that much because I knew what I would be in for if I played and I reinstalled and all that. A form of self hatred in a way, but he kind of like very quickly started saying the kinds of things that go through my head when every time I come back to Star Citizen. Every time. Every time I come back to Star Citizen. It's the same shit. It's the same buggy, unplayable, broken nonsense trash that has been shoveled out to you morons who keep throwing money at the devs. And and it just makes me want to uninstall the game within an hour or a few hours of starting to play it again because I see the things that are wrong with it that are still wrong from the last time I played, or there's new things that are wrong, and it's just a fucking dumpster fire. Now, what's interesting though about Summit is very diplomatic about the way that he speaks about like basically all games. He understands that, you know, he's playing ball, like he knows he can't just come out and say what he's really thinking when what he's really thinking is really, you know, negative about whatever it is that he's playing because he knows if he does that, he's not going to get the opportunities. He's not going to get the same opportunities that he's enjoying in abundance right now. And, the same thing is true about all these other big streamers. It's like they're very, very careful about how they talk about Star Citizen. And they know what's wrong. And Salty Mike's the only one that's sort of like, of the big guys, who really comes out and says some harsh things about the game, but even he bites his tongue a bit. Even he knows he can't really go that hard and take the gloves fully off when he's thinking about what he's going to say. Um, you know what? And even I, a little bit, am restrained in how I speak, a tiny bit, the smallest amount. But I don't fully really even say it. All that comes to my head about how mind-bogglingly stupid it is for so many people to have spent so much money on this game. Anyway, I'm gonna go into and I'm gonna show the clips from Summit. Um, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but like what really sort of made me want to make another video about how bad Star Citizen is right now is these comments that have been left in my video that I recently put out, the one that is titled F7A locked behind a paywall, apparently. I didn't intend for this video to be big at all. I was just playing the game and thinking out loud, essentially. That's all I was doing. I had real no intention of anything. But now that I see some of these comments in here, like just the most predictable white knight idiocy going on here, like people just seething about the fact that it's been pointed out how foolish they've been for the money they've spent on the game, and making, of course, all kinds of brain dead, already defeated talking points that they're just regurgitating from CIG, being good little F tier community management peons, essentially, for not only doing it for free but actually paying them to do it. Like that's the retarded situation that this whole community is in, basically. Anyway, without further ado, let's just let's just have a little watch party here of some of the things that Summit said. All right, and again, I'm not trying to make Summit look bad here in any way. I don't think it can be even argued he looks bad in any way. He is biting his fucking tongue, but he just can't help but say something because he's playing the game for multiple hours, many hours throughout the day, and he's just starting to feel the soul crushing nature of the state of the game. It's anyway. I'll let him do his talking for him.
2-2 at least was not broken for like things that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? For your fucking universe to continue flowing. You know what I'm saying? This shit comes out. It's like, oh, RMC's not working right now. This shit's not working right now. So people aren't going to be doing it, dude. Hey, look at the Grimhex is killing people right now with fucking on multiple servers. It's not a server. It's multiple servers. It's happened to me on a U.S. server too. So it's just Grimhex is just killing people for you know what I mean for no fucking reason. It's just like what people can't report you when you kill them. It's just like what the fuck is happening?
Exactly.
Ah.
Here, see, I want you guys to notice something. You see the way he just went down in his chair? This is something I could have sort of became cognizant of the last time I was started watching him in a stream. When you can tell how much fun Summit is having by his posture in his chair. He just communicates that unconsciously to everybody watching. It's one of the charming things about him, like how he wears his heart on his sleeve. No matter how much he wants to bite his tongue about what he's really thinking. You can tell what he's thinking looking at him in his chair. He's depressed. This game is making him depressed because it's that fucking garbage.
You can't put something out that breaks that many things.
Exactly. You can't, but they do. This is what CIG does. They put this out there. Every time they put something out there, not only are there things already broken to an insane degree, they just break a whole bunch more new stuff. And it's not like dude, it's not like this game has been in development for just a couple of years and has been struggling to get funding and hire people. This is a 12-year-old game at this point, people. This is fucking $680 goddamn million. The fuck is wrong with you people thinking and defending this game, having just knowing that fact? All right, here's another great clip of Summit.
The notifications bugged for some reason. What do you mean for some reason? The whole fucking game is bugged. No shit, it's bugged.
Let's just pause to appreciate the enormity of how honest he was in that moment. Okay? So the whole game is bugged. He's just saying the game is broken. He's just saying the game's unplayable. Like he's had enough of these people in his chat making like excuses for the game and like minimizing how bad it is. These fucking white knights, the way they minimize how bad it is insufferable at this point.
The notifications bugged for some reason? What do you mean for some reason? The whole fucking game is bugged. No shit, it's bugged. Is the better answer there.
Run with Cutlet's crew tomorrow. I know you want to run solo, but the game works better with a group, especially with...
At this point, it's a fucking feature, bro. Holy fucking hell, dude. All this because I just wanted to have a little bit of fun because it was so fucking boring. Nobody was doing anything. Nobody was around.
So, what he just mentioned there relates to the lack of things to do in the game. Not exactly on the point of the fact that the game just is unplayable. But on top of that, there is that added major aspect of SC, which is that there's nothing to do. Despite the fact there's only one fucking solar system, there's nothing to do. The interactions are like so hard to come by. And he, like, I remember what happened before in the start of the stream. He was just going from one supposed hotspot to another, looking to like get some PvP or something, and just not running into anybody ever. And I think it was like 4 to 5 or 6 hours straight of him not gotten into one PvP. It was like, I felt bad for him.
Oh my god. Fun because it was so fucking boring. Nobody was doing anything. Nobody was around. Oh my god, dude.
Right. So because it was so dead and like there's zero content, he basically started just trying to do something to try to drum up some kind of interaction, and he just kept doing more and more criminal, more and more risky things, and and he got basically punished for that. Not because of the way the game is really designed, like the way it's, not because of like of any sort of intended mechanic of the game, but basically he got messed up because the game broke down or was unplayable in some way, and ultimately that resulted in him being like overly punished for engaging in the kind of criminal behavior. Like he ended up going to jail, not because of his anything he did that was his fault, but because of how the game's broken, or he was stuck longer in the jail because of how the game is broken. All right, and this clip here is great too in lots of ways, similarly, but it's also great because you can tell here how he's really trying his best to be diplomatic about what he says, and he's really sort of being conscious about how he's coming off, yet he still cannot say something without that something being like extremely negative about the game.
Maybe I'm just too picky for this game. You guys have been, dealing with worse for a long time, so this is good.
Okay, see what he said there? Maybe I'm just too picky for the game. Actually, no, he's not too picky. He's just like a very normal picky. Actually, he is not picky much at all. He's less than the normal amount of picky. But the reason he worded it that way, maybe I'm too picky, is because he doesn't want to trigger the ever living fuck out of these dumbass white knight idiots. Because he knows they're going to jump all over him for being honest. Just like they do it to anybody who says the actual truth.
For your community, maybe you guys have been, dealing with worse for a long time, so this is good for your community, maybe.
Which is again like a backhanded compliment. Maybe this is good for your community. Like, yeah, it is actually. Things actually, if you can wrap your head around it, things have been worse in Star Citizen even than now. And right now, it's insulting what it is.
I get it, but this is. I'll tell you from an outside looking in, dude. Coming from other communities, this is really bad.
Did you see the way he said that?
Not good. Outside from other communities, this is really bad. This is really not good. Other communities, this is really bad. This is really not good. It's a cool ass game, dude.
And the way he's looking at the fucking monitor as he says it, it's like you can tell he's not just like thinking it, he's feeling it. He is feeling like how bad it is.
This is really not good. It's a cool ass game, dude. It's a cool ass concept. It's got communities. This is really bad. This is really not good. It's a cool ass game, dude. It's a cool ass concept. It's got a big scope. I see the potential to keep getting better.
This is where he's doing damage control, diplomacy.
Better and better, but man, this in its current state, dude, it's not really a game yet. It's kind of not playable.
And there we have it. Right there. Right there. The actual truth comes out. This is what all the white knights rail against. Anybody saying we'll argue against him to the death for saying this, but right here.
Better, but man, this in its current state, dude, it's not really a game yet. It's kind of not playable. Better and better, but man, this in its current state, dude, it's not really a game yet. It's kind of not playable.
He tries to.
It's playable and not playable at the same time.
It's playable and not playable at the same time, and I'm sure what he means by that is, you can play the game, you can log into it, and you can like get into his ship like he just got, and in that sense, it's playable. But if you go out and actually then try to play the game in totality, at some point you're going to run into some kind of bug or something, or where the game's going to break down and it becomes not playable.
Same time.
But he doesn't want to like. He's kind of second guessing himself by saying, listen to the silence here.
In its current state, dude, it's not really a game yet. It's kind of not playable.
Silence. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000.
It's playable and not.
It takes him 6 seconds of dead air because he was wrestling with the knowledge that what he just said is extremely negative about the game. It's extremely true, but it's also extremely negative. And he didn't again want to trigger the fucking Star Citizen people. That's it. And he woke up to that. He's like, "Oh, I better kind of readjust what I'm saying there. I better minimize it in some way, or throw a little doubt on like how negative I'm being here."
State, dude, it's not really a game yet. It's kind of not playable.
Sugarcoat it.
It's playable and not playable at the same time.
And he even looks away. You can't even look straight because he's like, now I have to lie. Now I have to basically fucking lie my way out of offending the retards.
It's playable and not playable at the same time.
He looks so. That's the best. That's the best look away ever.
It's like, really, you have to, I guess, just be able to look past all the stupid shit, bro.
Yeah. Like, now he's talking about what is required to actually be a regular player of this game. This is so true what he's saying here. Listen to this.
It's like, really, you have to, I guess, just be able to look past all the stupid shit, bro. You have to just be cool with fucking Grimhex, it's supposed to be the fucking criminal spot. To just, one day not be in the criminal spot and just wanting to fucking shoot your ass. What are you gonna do? Maybe I'm just too picky.
Right, so you gotta be
the stupid shit, bro. It's like, really, you have to, I guess, just be able to look past all the stupid shit, bro.
And so much looking past is required. So much. And that's, as a Star Citizen player myself, someone who has put hundreds, easily over 1,000 hours, I don't even know how many, I can tell you for a fact that playing this game will change your ability to put up with stupid shit. Your bar for what you're willing to accept as a minimum of quality for a game will go through the fucking floor like you wouldn't believe. Which, you know what, actually has some good side effects, because now you can actually go out and enjoy games that you wouldn't enjoy before, because like all these trash tier, dog tier games out there that you wouldn't even dream of wasting your time on before, now all of a sudden these are these are on the menu, which is great, right? Because yeah, it's great when you learn to like how to enjoy something that's trash. That just means there's more things you can enjoy. It's like it's just a matter of point of view, guys. You just got to change your point of view. Just like garbage better, okay? In fact, this is your fault. The fact that you are feeling insulted and depressed playing Star Citizen, that's your fault. That's your fault. At least that's what CIG wants you to think.
One day.
But yeah, I definitely wanted to make this video, if only to have some kind of permanent record of these clips from Summit, in case like he looks back on these and is like, Jesus, you know what? This is really gonna piss off. These moments of my sincere honesty where I was saying something objectively true in every instance, even saying it, minimizing it as much as possible, sugarcoating it as much as possible. This might actually end up hurting me more than if I just deleted these clips.